Trabzonspor were one half of the duo that had a starring role to play in last season's narrative. No doubt they will be looking to ensure that that narrative stays very much the same this season, and winning here would certainly be a great start. Their expectations for this Super Cup are high, and rightly so. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. First serious game of the season, Jim. What do you think about it?
Yeah, and it's a game that won't define your season, but it can be kind of rekindle some of the quality and the collective strengths that got these teams here in the first place. Another trophy gets you back in the winning groove, of course, Peter. And while it guarantees little, it sets you off with more success in mind, and I always think that's a positive vibe to start on.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Kuyate is making his first appearance for his new team today. Has a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Hamsik really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Muslera gets it upfield.
Galatasaray have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
Still goalless. Luyendama tries to get it forward quickly. Got the ball he wanted. And that's been won straight back. And the ball is out of play. Akbaba heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. Receives it from behind. And out to safety.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. Been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Trabzonspor playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Trabzonspor are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Omar Al-Abdalawi goes looking. Lobs it in gently. He's pinged one through here. Here it is now, surely! Shot at goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out.
Marcao Teixeira gets it forward. Omar El-Abdalawi. And it's Faguli. Hamsik battles to win it back. And the break is on. Floats one over. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Forward it goes. Akbaba drives it forward.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in. And the finish! And the follow-up! Yes, it's there! That could turn out to be a big, big goal. Muslera reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Galatasaray can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Trabzonspor take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Galatasaray cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. And the tries a shot! Tries to stroke it through. And it's played forward. Has he found his man? And that will be the final act. Victory and the perfect way to prepare for the campaign, which is just around the corner now. After this, they will all be raring to go. And now the moment. The ceremony and the presentation of the trophy to come. The very first trophy of a new season. So many more might follow. How many, we will find out over the course of the months ahead. Well, it is that special time of the year where everyone starts as equals. Far back in the distance, memories of last season, positions and points tallies on the last day, that's all now irrelevant. It is all about the ultimate prize that lies a long way ahead. That buoyant feeling is here. New start, fresh hope. Get the season off to a flyer. The fans are believing. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. So everybody starts on nothing. Last season is in the past. We are all equals.
Well, with star names and new faces, both on the pitch and on the bench, let's hope for a more attractive, competitive and unpredictable league. A better product for all to see, although I'm beginning to think that we're asking for the impossible. We'll get lots to analyse and debate, come what may, as ever. And this ought to get us off to a busy start. I've been waiting for this quite a while, and I know you have too, Peter. So, here we go.
We have already started here. Fernandez plays it forward. And help's available out wide. Well, that had to be more accurate. He's got away. Has a look and plays it in. Shoots! Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. Trabzonspor break the deadlock.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Trabzonspor were simply a class apart in the corresponding fixture last season. They dismantled their opponents. And it's Gervinho. It's come, tries one! Clears it out of harm's way. Miguel Lopez. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? He's made sure that that won't get through. Hamsik. And it's played forward. Hoists it forward.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back in. An early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
Well, the action has already resumed here.
Trabzonspor need to get the balance right to sort this out.
Has a pop! Away from immediate danger. Played back in. Lennon. Lennon goes looking. Just brushed off the ball there. Trabzonspor couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Can't get the better of its opposite number. Trabzonspor still with this narrow deficit to chase as the time ticks away. Oh, that's neat. Your impression so far, Jim?
Trabzonspor are now matching their opponents blow for blow despite the scoreline. No shrinking violets out there.
Has a hit! Goes for goal! In it goes! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Trabzonspor grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
This could fall anywhere! And it's hoisted clear. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Trabzonspor take a point there. All things considered, a pretty good point. Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is terrific to have you along for our live coverage of this eagerly awaited contest. It should provide some terrific entertainment on what is turning into a rather imperfect afternoon. The weathermen rarely get it wrong, and they have warned us that there is rain on its way. Shouldn't be bad enough in any sense meaningfully to impact on the game of football, but it is a factor to be taken into consideration. Plenty of other factors, of course, principally each side's concern for the strengths of the other. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. He just took... hits one! Raphael goes for goal! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, it was certainly an acrobatic effort. I mean, it was probably the best option for him, but they're never easy to pull off.
Calderim pumps it into the area. Trabzonspor made a reasonable start to the season. A draw first up. Bruno Perez conjuring up some magic on the right-hand side. Just brushed off the ball there. Gets wrestled off the ball. Out to the left it goes. Has a hit! He's got away with one there. And it's played forward.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you? Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. A buccaneering run from the defender. Bruno Perez knocks it away. Tries a shot! Trabzonspor can make their change now with a break in play. Ball's out on the left now. Trevino is flagged offside. Keeper sends it forward. There's the whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Trabzonspor playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Forward it goes. Put it on the right now. What's on? Well read, he sorted that out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now, can he capitalise? Gets good distance on it. There'll be a throw-in. Istanbul Başakşehir are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. It's Bruno Perez. Lovely bit of skill there. Nil-nil the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Istanbul Başakşehir are in search of their winner. Gervinho, it's got through. And the finish! Oh, poor contact, nothing on the shot. Hoists it forward. Giacchi. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. Well, this is a special time of year in the European footballing cycle. It's where it all begins again. The lifting of the trophy, the winners' medals. That was all back in May. A mere reminder, a relic of the glory that was and what may be to come, perhaps for one of these. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. So here it is, what we've all been waiting for. Make sure you are strapped in and ready to go.
Bring it on, Peter. I'm looking forward to a competition that always delivers entertainment, whether through its football or indeed its supporting cast of emotions. Neither of these teams will want a trip back to the drawing board after this, so I think we can expect something quite lively.
So it's away we go then. Chip through. Nice little flick. Alaba does well to read it and intercepts. Kimmich. And it's Davis. Bayern Munich are engaging here in European football's flagship competition.
Yeah, and the manager making his ambitions pretty clear, Peter, in the build-up to all of this. Although it has to be said, he did mention a few concerns too, being the current depth of the squad and quality that you want to be able to call upon.
He needs more.
He does, yeah, and he's like worried that if somebody gets injured, they've got a problem.
Just brushed off the ball there. Davis. And it's got through. Hernandez cuts it out. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Alaba does well there. Alert. He's got away. Gervinho. It's Gervinho! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Good idea, just poorly executed. He's gone for it! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Pavard. Coman. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Looking to go deep. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Hit long and direct. It's a decent ball.
Jerome Boateng simply had to make that count, and he did it with some authority too. Wonderful.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Hoists it forward. Has a look and has a go. He's delivered all right! The breakthrough strike!
Trabzonspor are really pouncing on any stretch. Looking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
A 1-0 lead established. There's the half-time whistle. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal, which is very, very tight.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Trabzonspor leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Already up and running for the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Alaba. Jerome Boateng. Now it's Batshuayi. Tolisso. Kimmich. Now, can he capitalise? Shoots! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Lewandowski sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Hernandez. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
And it's played forward. The breakthrough came in the final moments of the first period, and it's 1-0. Done very well to intervene. Bayern Munich have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Lewandowski. Now it's Müller. Sane tries to get it forward quickly.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Bayern Munich making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Hamsik.
Bayern Munich need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Defending of the desperate variety. It's a brilliant interception. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Pretty much the ideal start. A win on the first day and a platform on which to build. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, ideally, any new campaign needs a start that puts 3 points on the board, and it's mission accomplished. Nothing too fancy was required, just a good solid team display for me.
Trabzonspor come into this game having taken all 3 points in their opener. Just what was needed to get the campaign off to the smooth start they wanted. Their boss has been keen to point out in his press conference that they must remain focused, and that focus is something they should be able to keep because the position is clear. Perform now as they did first up, and they would be in the... And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Lucas Paqueta. And here's Depay. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Lucas Paqueta gets it out to the wing. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Gets it back. Forward it goes.
Well, each team knows that they're still well below standard, and it's a question of which can find a way out.
Ball's out on the left now. Beautifully done. It's Bruno Perez. Bruno Perez. And he just whacks it away. Lucas Paqueta. Hamsik has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That is as far as they're going to go. Lucas Paqueta. And here's Depay. And he's all... Memphis Depay! It's offside. Yes, it is. And we've reached half-time. So now the team has broken through. They're not going to want to try. It's been an interesting game up to now. Still goals. To review the first half.
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Trabzonspor pretty fortunate not to be trailing in half-time. They've been lacklustre and second best for me. And if ever a situation demanded a telling off from the boss, it's this one. He has to spark a reaction.
Başlıyor. Played into the middle.
That's a case of crossing in hope, and unless they provide some more options, it'll be more miss than hit.
Hoists it forward. Gervinho. Gervinho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gets a good foot in there. for goal! He has done it! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Trabzonspor take the lead.
The perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind: when the going gets tough, etc.
All the way back, and they start again. Into the last quarter of an hour. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Cavani. That is terrific skill. Crunching tackle. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Was coming. That's a yellow card. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. So a chance to deliver a ball into the box.
Trabzonspor are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Lyon cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Başlıyor. Oh, some tackle that. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little...
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. He's had a shot! An early chance there, first of the game.
Suarez reacted so well to bring that ball under control. Looked easy too.
And it's hoisted clear. Saul. Real chance! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. This could spell danger. It's Silva! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And it's Saul. Has a pop! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Saul. It's a loose ball. Cavani. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Just brushed off the ball there. He's pinged one through here. Could move up a gear here. Gets away from his opponents. Chance! No, that's not the ball he wanted. Hamšík. Decent progress down the left. He's got options out wide. And it's Hamšík. And a shot! No, not quite.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Schalko. Hamšík battles to win it back. Cavani. And help's available out wide. He has it out wide now. Timely intervention. And the counter is on. Now it's Rafa Silva. It's come loose. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Going through. And it's played forward. Breaks on here. Hamšík. Hamšík! Oh, denied brilliantly.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And he's there to clear it. Tries to stroke it through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And we hit half-time, so now the team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. The midway point of the game.
Well, both sides have been full of effort,
industry endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Suarez really got caught in a trap there, and
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, that was no routine save.
Suarez simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Saul. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And it's Hamšík. Saul. Luis Suarez. Played into space out wide. Bruno Perez does well to read it and intercepts. 0-0 the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, he stayed down, and he's in very obvious discomfort here. Just too high.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
But there's going to be another change here. Herrera. Saul. And it's Saul. Koke. Correa gets it back.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Gervinho. Gervinho. Has a pop! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Hamšík. Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Cuts it out. And that will be the final act. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. Well, good day to you wherever you are. You join us on a day where the weather just may have an impact on a football match that has been much anticipated. It's dry at the moment, but the forecast is that it will be wet, perhaps very wet by the time the game is underway, and certainly by the time of the second half. The crowd, though, are here, and they are in good form. There's a right old cacophony going on. The atmosphere's terrific, and kick-off is moments away. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. And as you can see, we've already started here. Going through. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, that's just unfortunate, really, really unfortunate.
Pietov sends that a long way. Goes for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Shoots! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Kastamir. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. He's got away. And the shot! There it is! Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Trabzonspor take the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
He's pinged one through here. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Trabzonspor leading 1-0 at the break. Well, the action has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Bruno Perez. Pietov has that under control. Trabzonspor won a tight game last time out and look to build on that. Quarter of an hour into the second half. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Tajdemir did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's the throw. Bayram. The breakthrough came in the final moments of the first period, and the score hits one! That was a matter of inches.
That's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who thought that was going in.
Trabzonspor making another change here. And here's Cavani. Gervinho. Bruno Perez.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Rapidly approaching the end. The undefeated run now looking all but over.
Yeah, it's very much looking that way, but
what?
Well, what I'm trying to say, Peter, is that recent form and confidence levels, that might say otherwise. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that it's hard, but if anyone's going to turn it around, I think it'll be them.
Trabzonspor just have to run down the clock. Breaks on here. And Batshuayi! The whistle has gone and it is all over. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, there is a certain thrilling simplicity about all of this. For those who want to secure a place in the last 16, all that is needed, 3 points. It does sound easy enough. The major issue, of course, being that the opposition here are not prepared to lie down. They are pumped for this. No apparent sign of nerves, just a steely determination. The prize, a chance to play with the very best. And there is no better motivation at this level than the need to win. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue. Quite a sight to behold. Trabzonspor are nothing less than a picture of focus and determination. They know what this means.
Yeah, this is the most straightforward task to tackle, Peter. Nothing but a win will do, and whatever game plan the manager adopts, these players will be driven by the need to get the job done. I think for reputations, finances and prestige, this is a very, very big deal now.
And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I'm going to say the Uruguayan Cavani. His willingness to put so much effort in is why he scores so many goals. And that also translates to his defensive work, in pressing, chasing and tackling. It's all there from him.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Good idea, just poorly executed. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually hits one! There's a goal!
Trabzonspor are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Trabzonspor take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Trabzonspor finished this first half with a trademark flourish. Just brushed off the ball there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Trabzonspor need a win here to make it through. Saul. Madison. That's sprayed out wide. Aimed in. Up for the header! In he goes again! Hoists it forward. There's the whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain the momentum now and finish the job.
Trabzonspor come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew. Luis Suarez! Llorente goes looking. Ball's out on the left now. Done very well to intervene. And it's Correa. Luis Suarez. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Bruno Perez. Oh, that's nice. Has a hit! An attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Time for a change in personnel. Bashelko plays it forward. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And here's Suarez. It's come loose. Cook goes for goal! So close to drawing level.
Coca clearly cannot yet fathom how he hasn't levelled it. A stunning, stunning save.
Great leap! Really well taken goal. There seemed no way back, but they are level. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was. I think this is going to add an entirely different dimension to their attack now. They've got the physical presence, they've got a real aerial threat, and it looks more promising from here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
It's Luis Suarez!
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Llorente. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Trabzonspor can take a lot from this. They were expected to be well beaten, but determination produced a very fair result.
Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. The action has already started. He's got options out wide. Trabzonspor are having to deal not just with their opponents but also with a congested fixture list. At times like this when depth of resources becomes so important.
And it's a time when the squad is called upon to help keep everything ticking over. That's why we see the bigger squads these days for weeks like this.
And it's Bruno Perez. Cuts it out. Trabzonspor are enjoying great form in front of goal right now. 5 games in a row they've scored. Tries to get it forward quickly. Kuyate positions himself well and cuts it out. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Cavani with a shot! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Fenerbahce are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Hoists it forward. He could be in here. And he's going long. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That'll be a throw-in. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. But it's Sosa. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Towering header! Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
The first half is done. Both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Trabzonspor head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Now the team any further forward than they were when they started out. And we're already back underway here. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Both sides a bit too casual in possession. Gets wrestled off the ball. Gökhan Gönül drives it forward. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Gets into some space. Lovely bit of skill there. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There could be trouble here. And for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Up he gets! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
And it's played forward. Going through. Perotti. In with the challenge. Batshuayi. That's really... Batshuayi! No, not quite.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
The changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift. As scoreless games go, I'd be happy to see this one carry on a bit longer, because it's had great honesty and hard work and total commitment. As for a possible winner, I'm still not predicting.
First time.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Nicely measured pass. Big chance! Waddle tries a shot! Oh, it's in! And that might well be that! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Trabzonspor take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Jurgensen. We are into stoppage time. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Trabzonspor, hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment.